Rebecca Reimer here for Sports Express with another segment of Your Sports. Today I'm here with Bill of Chatham Youth Bowling. Can you tell me a little bit about your organization? What is your mission?
Our mission statement is youth in 5-pin compete regardless of their ability.
Tell me a little bit about your programs. What age can children start?
It goes from ages 3 to 19. That's our seniors. That would be it for the YBC. After that, they can join adult leagues, but at age 3, they start as Smurfs. Then they would graduate into Pee-wees, Bantams, juniors, and then, of course, the seniors.
Now, is there a rec league and a competitive league? How is it divided?
This league here, for us, for YBC, is it's competitive, but recreational at the same time. I mean, we do compete in tournaments all throughout Ontario. Our program does very well. In our zone, we do really well as far as competing and winning the tournaments and moving on to the provincial levels. Competition is very, very tough within our zone. So anytime getting out of here and moving on to the provincial level is a good thing for the kids, and they really enjoy it too. So.
And how many tournaments do your teams compete in a year?
13, as far as I recall, it's 13.
Now, is that all age groups or specific age groups?
Oh, all age groups, except for Smurfs.
And how many children do you have in your program currently?
Approximately 170 kids right now.
Thank you for the information, Bill. We will now talk to Rick, who is another coach and supervisor for Chatham YBC, who will talk to us a little bit about the history of bowling in Chatham-Kent. We're here with Rick, another coach for Chatham YBC. Rick, can you tell me a little bit about the history of Chatham YBC?
Chatham YBC basically started when the national YBC started, right around the 1960s. And we've been in operation ever since then.
And am I to understand you have been participating in Chatham YBC since then?
Not quite as much, but I've been there for about 35 years.
So you grew up in the program?
Yes, I did. When I was a little kid, I started when it started.
So what is it that you do on a weekly basis with these kids?
I show up on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with the kids, and I supervise the Smurfs and Pee-wees, which is the 3 and 4-year-olds, and the 5, 6, 7-year-olds, and on Sunday night I'm with the seniors, which is 15 to 19-year-olds.
So what does a typical practice look like?
No, it's not so much practice. They bowl for real every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The only time they get practice is if they do go to the provincials or the nationals. That's when we let them have a practice.
So what are you working on developing?
Try to develop their skills on bowling, their concentration, their confidence. We want them to try their best and be competitive, but be competitive in a positive manner.
So what are the benefits of this sport versus any other sport?
It depends on the sports. Like we stress teamwork, we also stress having fun and enjoying their sport, but we also want them to do their best. Sometimes they get a little bit too competitive, and we try to put it so they can enjoy the sport, but be competitive. And that's what we're trying to strive in them.
So do you see improvement from the beginning of a season to the end?
Oh, tremendous improvement. We've got some tremendous coaches that we have on almost all the lanes, and they work with all the young bowlers, no matter what age group, and we see a big difference in a lot of them.
And how do people find out more about your organization?
Well, more so this year, we've tried to do things such as this. We've had Bill and I had a radio interview in Wallaceburg. We've got signs out now. Jim Maynard, who is the program director, he also puts in ads in the paper. So we've tried to get, and word of mouth, we've tried to do this as much as possible.
You also have a Facebook page, correct?
Yes, we do. As Bill just tried to point out to me here, we have a Facebook page that is on there. It says Chatham Youth Bowling. And we urge anybody to come and see what the Facebook page is all about. We try to keep it as active as possible with pictures and tell people what is actually going on in the program during the year.
Perfect. And why should a parent put their child into your program?
Well, first, if we go by cost, it's not very costly to join. They can join any time during the entire year, and they're going to find that we want the kids to have fun. We stress that more than anything else, to have fun, but we also want them to grow and to grow into the sport. And we've seen these some of these young bowlers right from the ages 3 up to 19. And we've also had them bring their kids in later on. So the kids seem to enjoy it, and the parents seem to enjoy it too.
There you have it, a little more information about Chatham Youth Bowling, where everyone gets an equal playing opportunity regardless of ability. For more information, check out their Facebook page, Chatham Youth Bowling, or contact Bowlerama today for more details. Thanks so much for tuning in to another segment of Your Sports. Contact us today to get your organization on our show next.